Hey, 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 I am fashionably late, but I am here. Those are my sparklers that came in on time. You were right on time, but I am running late. But good evening, good evening. If you all are hopping on now, come on in, come on in. Let me go ahead and type welcome sparklers in the chat. Boy, I tell you what, I was driving. I was trying to make it here. I was trying to make it here. I was I drove through two counties to get where I needed to be to begin my show. So welcome sparklers. I know some of you have probably already been on and said, well, she says 7 p.m. and we keep logging on and we don't see nobody. Well, no, you didn't see anybody because I was driving. I was driving. And you know, I don't drive and deal with mobile devices while I'm driving. No, no, no. I already told you guys that's not safe. I keep it moving. When I'm driving, I don't fool with that mobile device. You got to put that down at some point. That's distracted driving. You got to put it down now. You got to put it down. Well, I'm so happy to be here, and yes, pardon my tardiness. Uh, hey, it's life. It is what it is. But one thing I won't do is let my sparklers down. Now, okay, let's get into it. I'm going to do my vision board check-in as I always do because, you know, I think this is my first time on since the new month. This is March. How y'all doing? You doing okay with your boards? All right now. So new month, checking your goals, and let's rock and roll, okay? Also, now journaling. So with journaling, you know, that's something that's a journey between you and your wonderful book that you choose to use to write your journals. Okay. Um, I didn't bring my journal and put it out today because, like I said, I was flying on two wheels and plopped right down to get the show started. I'm still in a hat and everything. I didn't even have time to get prim and proper, but it's okay. I'm just being who? Simply Carissa, Green Eye Sparkle, baby, as we enjoy the show. So I just want to go ahead and get into some things, as I'm sure that some of you will hopefully go back to that YouTube and see that I am on. So I'm just gonna keep on talking. It's okay, because hey, this one is on me. But if you watch the replay, that's all right with me too. So the Oscars was Sunday. So the Oscars, they were Sunday. There was some good points in the Oscars, and I have to say, and I put it as a short. Cynthia Erivo, she has a powerful voice. I was thinking about something. I said, now, if Cynthia Erivo and Whitney Houston could have gotten together to do a collabo, that would have been something else. I mean, I think that all the angels up above would have come down to join in on that collaboration because, oh my gosh, Cynthia, I have to give her a shout out. Boy, that was a beautiful voice and a great opening to the Oscars. And I know that she did perform with Ariana Grande, but I have to say that voice, it carried that opening act. You know, kudos to both of them. But I'm gonna give credit now where I feel, in my humble opinion, the credit is due. So shout out to Cynthia Erivo. Also, history making that night was also Wicked. Paul Tazwell. He got best costume design for Wicked. So let's get into it, sparklers. I thought that was commendable that he acknowledged this award, and also, you know, he was proud to let everybody know. So Paul Tazwell, he did a great job as well. I mean, what are your thoughts? Get into the chat now. Get into the chat. What were your thoughts about the Oscars if you watched it? I thought Cynthia did absolutely amazing. Ariana Grande, they both did a collab, but I have to give a shout out to Cynthia because Cynthia, I think, did an amazing job. The Oscars was nice. You know what I really like, everybody? I like that they're starting the Oscars early because I'm just gonna talk to you now, sparklers. Between you and me, staying up all late, all time of the night, waiting for those Oscars to finish, it just wasn't my cup of tea. So I'm happy that those Oscars are starting earlier. But guess what? I'm shooting for the stars. I too will be on that stage and I will have my speech ready for the Oscars. Now, I might not read off no paper because I want to give it from the heart. I believe in being authentic. Let it roll off your heart. Whatever you got to say, let it come from your heart. All right, now moving right along. That was about my little tidbit about the Oscars. Also this month, I don't want to forget, this month is also known as Women's History Month. So I will be doing some acknowledgments and spotlights of women's history. Hey, they gave us a month. We better use it and embrace it. Okay, let's get into it now. We want to make sure we recognize and embrace the women during women's history. And I mean, my mom, I talked about her during Black History, but she can roll right on into women's history as well. Someone just entered the chat and said Cynthia was great. Queen Latifah and Doja Cat. See, I missed them. I heard all about Queen Latifah doing her thing, and I missed it. And I think that's shout out to Lily and Riri. Lily and Riri's in the house, and I understand Lily and Riri, they got their own show. They got a TV show coming next week. So get into it. Thank you for chiming in the chat, Lily and Riri. Moving right along, I want to talk about the Learning Corner. So my Learning Corner is a little different tonight. And let me tell you, I thought I was going to have a mobile transitioning, but because I was running, like I said, on two wheels, and I had to plot right down right onto my computer, I don't have my phone as a mobile piece in this. But my Learning Corner today also, it pertains to adults. So I love plants. I have a green thumb. I love plants. I have plants that are probably older than some of your children. Let's get into it. Or your nieces, nephews, and grandkids. And so I want to do a spotlight, and it's going to be kind of challenging to do my spotlight. But what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to bring in some of my plants so you can meet them. But I want to talk about the plants for just a moment. There is a huge benefit to plants. I did a little research, and there have been studies made on house plants. I was so shocked when I did my research, and I learned that with house plants, did you all know that house plants actually purify your home? They actually help with purifying it from toxins, allergens. When you have a lot of plants in, and one of the things that I said, wow, no wonder when I come into my living room, because that's where most of my plants are, and I also have them as well in my family room, I just feel like this jolt of energy and this jolt of like fresh air. Well, I have learned that the benefits of plants inside your home, it makes your home healthier. Now, this was based on, the research came from the gardening.org, where I read up on plants because I wanted to know, are there benefits to plants? What I was talking to my sister, and she and I got into an engaging conversation about, you love plants. You need to tell people about your plants, because I have a green thumb. I'm gonna bring a plant over to you guys. I'm gonna have to get on up. You all gonna have to excuse me for a second. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all some of my plants now. Mm-hmm. I've got a plant right here, and all my plants have names. All my plants have names. And yes, my sparklers, listen, sparklers, all my plants are real. I just have a natural green thumb. Now, I want you all to meet Christmas. This is a Christmas plant. I've had Christmas since 2008. Christmas, what Christmas normally does is blooms these beautiful pink flowers on the tips. And I mean, when I greet my plants, I greet all of them by name. So that was Christmas. Now I have a few more that you all gonna meet too, because that's Christmas. I've got Superstar, I've got Stripes, I've got Peppermint Patty, I've got Mama Lily, and I have Thelma and Louise, y'all. Yes, Thelma and Louise are my ride or dies. Let me tell you, Thelma and Louise have been with me one since 2000. What was that? 2009, and I have one that's been with me since 2014. I call them Thelma and Louise. You're gonna see Thelma and Louise too. Then I have the Grand Dame. The Grand Dame is beautiful. I can't really pull that one because of how it grows, but these are all my houseplants, y'all. They are so beautiful, and it's something to it because I agree with the gardening.org. It's just when you take a deep breath, you just feel such energy. It's a joke. Like it just really pumps you up and really gets you hype. So if you were wondering if you should get a plant for your home, if you don't have one, please go and get you a plant. And let's see how you work with that. But the cool thing about it being for adults as well as kids, it's always going to be a twist how you can tie the children in, because learning must happen at all times. This is a great science activity for you and your children. So this is kind of like a little family gathering, everybody. Find a plant. You all work together on the teamwork of planting it. Maybe you want to do 2 or 3 plants. Make it fun. Start measuring when you first get the plant. Measure it, because that's your benchmark. Then after 2 weeks, have the kids measure it again. So now you've got science, you've got math. Then have the students do a little journaling, do a journal entry about what they discovered about the plant. See, learning is across all disciplines. So that is an awesome way, everybody, for you to have family time. It's engaging, and the student and the children are going to love it and want to measure every chance they get the plant. Even though we know it's going to take some time for it to grow. When the child is excited, let them be excited, because they're going to measure it over and over and over again, because that's just what the kids do, because they get so excited about it. Yes. Now I'm going to pause for just a moment, my sparklers. Any questions, sparklers? Let's start a conversation. You know what I thought was funny while I'm talking, and if you're getting your thoughts together, sparklers, you know what's interesting? Now I don't know. I guess people had different feelings about the Oscars and Cynthia and her singing. I mean, I thought her singing was fine, but other people had different opinions. It's just that she may not have brought it all the way like she typically does because of practicing, and it's a live show. I think maybe that's why she had her reasons for not doing it all the way to the top. So what's on your mind, my sparklers? What are we talking about? What else is trending out there that you want to talk about? Can you think of anything? Now listen, I've got to do my little commercial, my PSA on Glow Melanin, because Glow Melanin, they got what you need, my sparklers. Let me tell you something about Glow Melanin. Glow Melanin, once you start using the product, you will find that your skin, it starts to move into an even tone look. Before I started Glow Melanin, I had dark spots like on the sides, like it just this dark pigmentation from old acne. Just my face, it would just break out, just sporadically. Once I started using Glow Melanin, I started using the soap, I started using the scrub. My skin tone has evened out, and like I said, I've been running all day. I just flew in here and sat down on this seat and went live, and look at my face. This after a long day now. I got up early this morning, and this is the same. I didn't touch up anything. This is what my face looked like after a long day, everybody. I'm telling you. If you don't have it, go to glowmelanin.com, or if you go to my Instagram, green eyes underscore sparkle, you can click on one of my reels. There's a shopping bag right there for you. Click on it and order you some product. I also use the turmeric and lemon lip balm. That keeps your lips so smooth. It keeps your lips even tone. I just absolutely love it. The other day, what I decided to do was I did a baseline of the turmeric and lemon lip balm. Then I applied lightly a color on it to give it, a little heavier tint. Lasted all day. My lips still felt smooth. The consistency was amazing. So I just want to give a shout out to Glow Melanin. I have a discount code if you go onto my Instagram. If you over here, you can hop right on over there to my Instagram. Go ahead on and click follow, but click on one of my shopping reels, get your discount code, and enjoy your shopping experience, because Glow Melanin, they got what you need to.